to our normal weekly show?
Let's do it.
All right, so the first topic we've got is, with the end of baseball, some managerial positions have opened up.
Amazing how that happened.
We thought we'd debate which ones were the best. Which one would be the best managerial position?
So which ones are you talking about?
Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, and St. Louis Cardinals.
If I could take any of those, I think I would take the Boston Red Sox.
Because
I think you're going to have the support. I think you have a good team. I wouldn't want to go to St. Louis because you're not going to be the good guy because you're following La Russa, who just retired.
It is tough to follow.
You're going to be, everyone's going to hate you basically, like for the first couple years.
Well, plus,
then you're going to be
you can't
gone.
do any better, right? They just won the World Series. I'm going to agree with you on that. The St. Louis, I'm definitely not saying St. Louis.
And then the Cubs, they never can win, right? There's just you can't. There's just too much weight of all of that. All of those years. I just don't know if you can actually break through and win there.
Yeah, I had a tough time figuring out between Boston and Chicago. I'm actually going to lean towards Chicago because I feel like the Cubs, you probably have a year or two where the expectations aren't too high and you're kind of turning around. Epstein's got to figure out who he's going to bring in, what kind of team he's going to mold, what players. But Boston, I mean, they've been in it to win it the last,
they've got
5 to 10 years.
They've got the team.
So there's a lot of pressure there.
But they've got the team.
I might shy a little bit away from the pressure and go to the other one that seems it's a little bit safer, I think, to go to Chicago and think we can turn this around.
I think the problem with Chicago is, seriously, okay, you got bad contracts. I mean, you got some guys that they just way overpaid for, right? And then you're going to go the second year. But if you ever get close, I mean, honestly, all of that, the Bartman, the Billy Goat, the 1984 Leon Durham glove. Yeah, you can't overcome that.
But you can be the guy that overcomes it. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean you're the toast of the town if you do, but that's tough, man. I think Boston would be the safer way to go.
I think it'd be tough to follow La Russa and Frank Cohen.
I wouldn't want. Well, more La Russa.
I agree, more La Russa.
I agree with that.
All right, so sticking with baseball, big development this week that the Dodgers are up for sale. Right? MLB and McCourt came to an agreement. He's going to sell him.
I'm so glad McCourt's gone. I mean, it's been painful to watch, I know. The Dodgers
Southern California.
Well, the Dodgers have been one of the best franchises in sports for years.
Mr.
Right?
California over here.
Well, I mean, you bought the O'Malleys. They brought him out from Brooklyn to LA.
They might be interested again. O'Malley might be back.
Well, I mean, they should sign them up. Like Peter O'Malley, who sold the team to Fox, and then Fox sold the team to McCourt. But well, Cuban's
always rumored, right? Any team comes up for sale, and he's always rumored.
Well, everyone. I think though he's kind of mindless P's and Q's. And a couple years ago, nobody wanted him because they afraid he's kind of like a loose cannon.
Well, Sealy definitely didn't want him.
Well, I mean now, the way he acted when the Mavericks won the NBA championship, you could tell he was trying to sort of cut back his shtick a little bit.
He's kind of figured out a way that he can stick to, we want to win and we want to do what's the best and we want to have a pride and bravado about our team, but not go overboard to the point of annoyance. And I think
he's
that
a winner.
could help him.
He's a winner. I think he's gonna do what it takes to win.
I think he would
probably a positive for the Dodgers.
I personally think he would be great for.
We know who's putting together. But who's putting Steve Garvey, Oral Hershiser. They're putting together a group to buy.
I like Oral Hershiser.
No, I mean they would be good. They would be good too. So. I'm just glad McCourt's gone. I mean, the parking lot attendant. I mean, the guy raised parking and all, the fees and all this. Obviously, I mean, he wasn't suitable to own the team, so it's good that he's gone and the Dodgers can move on.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see who gets it and what they do with it.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
The next topic we're going to talk about with the ongoing NBA labor dispute.
I'm just mad at the NBA in general.
Well, I know, but in the last week, the topic we're going to talk about is that Derek Fisher and Billy Hunter don't seem to be on the same page, right?
You know what I'm pissed off about? They sucked me in last year. I really get into it. We were doing all the Braun stuff. I watched all this stuff, and now they can't settle this work stoppage. But to this topic, okay? To this topic.
You're done with your rant.
I'm done with my rant. I got it out.
He's off the soapbox.
Got it out of my system. But for this, I mean, I think
supposedly Fisher had some side deal with Stern.
He's denying it, but there's a lot of Jerry Stackhouse has come out and saying that he trusts Stern more than he trusts Derek Fisher. I think Fisher. I don't know what he was talking to Stern about.
I don't know. They're gonna have problems though. I think in situations like this, you have to be cohesive, and once that starts to fall apart, you lose your you kind of lose your standing, your position.
Well, see, Billy Hunter doesn't want to give in because if he gives in, he's going to lose his job, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the owners are going for the 50-50 split. If Hunter can get him to just anything above 50.1, you know, he's going to be the hero and save his job.
I kind of think 1%, 2%. Who gives a damn? Just play ball already.
Well, I mean,
then you got the stupid commercials coming out from Nike.
Yeah, 0.1 doesn't mean anything until you put up against a big
basketball
dog.
never stops. I'm like, no, it stopped. It's stopped. It's done. They're not playing.
Please just settle this thing. I'm sort of I tend to believe Derek Fisher more than I believe Billy Hunter, but that's
yeah. I don't know about this Billy Hunter guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, sticking with basketball, we're looking at college hoops now. That's starting up. At least they're playing some games, right?
I'm excited, and so I'm down into that.
So we're gonna make our
tournaments.
We're gonna make our radical pick now. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it?
Who you got?
I really want to pick Ohio State, but I think that would jinx them and that would screw everything right for me.
We don't tell you what you think.
I personally don't think Ohio State will probably get it done. They might make the Final Four or something.
You got Threebler coming back?
What's that? No, Threebler's done. But they have a great recruiting class and they do look good when Sullinger's back. So you gotta.
They said Sullinger's only like unanimous All-American, preseason All-American.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, the guy's amazing. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's a good player.
You know, a lot of people have UNC up there. I feel like I've been riding this for a while, but I feel like Pitt's got to win one of these years. Like,
oh my God.
They have good teams year in, year out, and they just don't get it done. And you know, they play in the Big East, which is supposed to be the best conference. So
they beat each other up.
I'm randomly, or not so randomly, gonna pick Pitt. I'm just going out on a limb. I think. Maybe they get it done this year.
I'm going with the Bruins of UCLA. You know, I'm going. I mean,
are they even ranked right now?
I think they're going to be rocking Pauley Pavilion this year. They got some great big men coming back. I think the big question about them is going to be the guard play. But I think Ben Howland out there, he's got.
Can we get somebody else in here who actually watches college basketball?
I think UCLA can get it done. I think they've got some. I mean, they got sophomore. He's 6'10". They got huge front line. I think. They're picked to win the Pac-12 this year. I'm going with them.
I think
they got the experience. Ben Howland's an experienced coach.
UConn's got a lot of people back, but I don't see anybody ever repeating. Syracuse might be good coming out of the Big East too. Yeah. But I wanted to pick a dark horse. I thought I'd go with Pitt, so that's what I did.
Okay.
And I can't pick Kentucky. I just can't. And I don't want to pick Calipari,
man. Come on,
I hate Calipari.
What do we got next?
Next, entertainment/sports news. Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries are calling it quits after 72 days.
That's a shocker, yeah. You know, this is just kind of ridiculous.
I've had some short marriages, but I don't get more than 72 days. Okay.
But Chris Humphries is getting.
I'm going on 8 months right now. Shout out to my wife.
I guess
pretty good.
I guess what this is all about is Kim just thought she wasn't getting enough publicity or something. That's it. So you have a wedding, get it all covered, and then
I think.
But he gets $12 million out of this. So
I think made out like a
I think he's laughing all over the bed.
I think he was in it for the money. I think she probably. It's a combination of she wanted more publicity. You know, her sister marrying Lamar. I think that was like a huge event.
Chloe, is that Chloe?
Yeah.
No, I'm disappointed in myself. I actually know that.
Yeah. I think that might have hurt her ego because 5 years ago it was Kim Kardashian and that was it out of the Kardashians, and now her sister's
a lot better looking than Chloe.
I know, but I mean from a media and image and everything, I think that the other sisters have kind of come up to Kim's level.
Yeah, but you're not helping yourself being married for 72 days.
Well,
I mean, that's not helping you.
They got tons of ratings for that wedding, I'm sure, and that was a big deal. That they got married, and she got like a Vera Wang dress. She's a
for
genius.
Free. I mean, she's a genius. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, she's a publicity genius.
Publicity-wise, huge.
But it's just sad, that someone's famous for being famous. But anyway.
Yeah. And Chris Humphries go back to not being known, so that's good. He's gonna be on the Nets, maybe.
He's got $12 million, so he can spend it.
Which is good because he doesn't have a job right now since they're not playing, right?
That's true.
Play the game.
No, I'm with you. Settle this thing, please.
All right, that's it for today. Everybody check us out, HodgeandPodgeSports.com. You can check us out on Facebook,
Twitter.
Follow us at Twitter, at Podge Sports. What are you, something?
DJF43.
DJF43, I don't know where that came from. All right, have a good one.